There's this really powerful idea that if you want to transform your life, you have to start by transforming your morning. Because the truth is, champions in any field, they win their mornings way before they win anything else. So, let's get into it.
But first, let me just ask you this, and be honest with yourself. Who or what is really in charge of the first hour of your day? Is it you? Are your goals and your intentions driving the ship? Or is it your phone, with its flood of notifications, emails, and everybody else's priorities?
See, for most of us, we're living in what you could call the default morning. You know the one. You wake up, you grab your phone, and bam, your mind is instantly filled with stress, with comparison, and you feel like you're already behind before your feet have even hit the floor. But there's another way. The champion's morning. It's built on purpose, on silence, and on planning. And that creates this bedrock of power for your entire day.
And that right there, that's the whole idea we're digging into. The source material is crystal clear on this. The battle for your day, for your success, it's often won or lost in that first critical hour after you open your eyes.
So how do we actually build this champion's morning? Well, it all starts with part 1, clearing the noise. These first few habits are all about one thing: taking back your mental space from all the chaos of the outside world.
All right, this first habit, it's probably the hardest one for most of us, but it is absolutely the most critical. No phone for the first hour of the day. Think about it. When you check your phone first thing, you're basically opening the floodgates and letting the entire world's thoughts, problems, and opinions rush into your brain before you've even had a chance to say good morning to yourself. And here's why that's so important. Your brain in that first hour, it's like soft clay. Whatever you press into it is going to set the shape for the rest of the day. So if you press in social media, angry news, and other people's drama, well, that anxious, reactive shape is what you're stuck with. Protecting those first 60 minutes lets you be the one who molds your mindset.
Okay, next up is a habit called scribing. You can just call it journaling. And here's the point. Your brain is a thinking machine, right? It's not a storage unit. When it's jammed full of worries, random to-do items, and all these unprocessed feelings, it just can't work right. Scribing is simply the act of getting all that stuff out. And look, you don't need to write a whole novel here. Just 5 minutes with these 3 super simple prompts can change everything. First, just ask, how do I feel right now? Acknowledge it. Second, what am I grateful for? This is a game changer. It literally shifts your brain chemistry. It's almost impossible to feel anxious and grateful at the exact same time. And third, what is the one thing I absolutely must finish today? This creates instant clarity and focus. It takes you from feeling overwhelmed to feeling in control, just like that.
The third habit for clearing the noise is meditation. Now hang on, this isn't about becoming some kind of monk or trying to force your mind to be totally empty. Not at all. It's just about creating a tiny bit of space. Space between you and your thoughts, so you can watch them come and go without letting them run your life.
I love this metaphor because it just nails it. If your mind ever feels like a loud, chaotic train station with a million thoughts rushing in and out, meditation is simply hitting the pause button for like 5 minutes. The noise just kind of settles down, your heartbeat slows, and you find a little pocket of calm you can carry with you into the day.
All right, so once you've cleared out all that mental clutter, what's next? Well, now we move to part 2. It's time to set your course for the day. This is where we shift from just reacting to whatever comes our way to proactively directing our own day.
So here's a hard truth. If you don't have a plan for your day, you can bet the world has a plan for you, and you're probably not going to like it. You'll end up feeling busy, sure, but not fulfilled, just reacting to everyone else's emergencies. Your to-do list, that is your personal battle plan.
But we've all made those endless to-do lists that just make us feel defeated, right? So the key is to keep it simple. Try this 3-point plan. Just identify the one thing you must do, the one thing you should do, and then one thing you'd like to do. It brings so much clarity and makes success feel totally achievable. Habit 5 is reading. And this is so much deeper than just gaining information. This is about shaping your identity. Seriously, reading just 10 pages from a book by someone you admire, it primes your brain to think like they do. You're literally borrowing their courage, their clarity, their wisdom to start your day. You get to decide who you want to be before the world tries to tell you who you are.
Next up, visualization. Now, this is a tool that elite athletes and top performers use constantly, and the science behind it is just wild. Turns out, your brain doesn't really know the difference between something you vividly imagine and something that's actually happening. So by repeatedly seeing yourself succeed, you're actually building and strengthening the neural pathways for that success. It's like a mental rehearsal that makes the real thing feel totally natural when it's time to perform. Okay, we're almost there. We've cleared our minds, we've set our course. The final piece of the puzzle, part 3, is all about creating momentum. These are the habits that turn all that good intention and planning into actual real-world action. So habit 7 is exercise. But I want you to completely reframe how you think about this. This isn't really about getting a six-pack, at least not in the morning. It's about creating energy, and it's about training your mind to do hard things. That discipline you build in a short workout is the same discipline that fuels everything else.
And here's the secret. You don't wait for energy to show up. You create it. You don't need a fancy gym or a 1-hour sufferfest. Just 10 to 20 minutes of movement, some stretching, jumping jacks, a quick walk is enough to release endorphins and dopamine, your body's own natural mood boosters. You literally create the energy you thought you were missing.
And that brings us to the final and honestly the most important habit of them all, taking action. At the end of the day, success isn't about having the perfect plan or all the information in the world. It's about execution. Most people are stuck not because they don't know what to do. They're stuck because they know what to do and they still don't do it.
So I want you to imagine this. Your potential, your ideas, your dreams, they're like this incredible, perfectly built airplane sitting on a runway. It's got the fuel, it's got the engines, the destination is programmed in. But it's just sitting there, overthinking.
And then the plane starts to worry, right? What if I crash? What if there's turbulence? Maybe I should just wait for perfect weather. It gets stuck in analysis paralysis. But you, just like that airplane, were not built to sit on the runway and overthink. You were made to move. You were made to fly. And imperfect action will always beat perfect inaction.
And so your takeoff begins right now. You have the map, you have the tools, but information alone doesn't create transformation. The choice to actually use it, well, that's always going to be up to you. So let's just run through them one last time real quick. You clear the noise with no phone, scribing, and meditation. You set your course with a to-do list, reading, and visualization. And you create momentum with exercise and, the big one, taking action. You were made to fly. You have everything you need. A brand new day is coming. So the only real question left is the one on your screen. The sky is waiting. What's your first move tomorrow?